Are you ready to be entertained? Let's go!
Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale. Do you see the road? I'm out to my soul. And tell me the size whenever the smoke clear out of my face. And my picture perfect. Do I look fine?
Nah, I'ma do my own thing.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale. Do you see the road? I'm out to my soul. And tell me the size whenever the...
Welcome back, y'all. We're getting to Outlander Season 1, Episode 12. Let's just jump right into this. I'm very excited. What happened in the last episode? Oh, the red-haired lady died. I loved her. Did I love her? I'm not really sure. I might have just lied to you guys. I think I really liked that character though, and now she's gone. She died, and we also found out she's from the future. So now I'm trying to think, who else is from the future? Who else in this world is from the future? Also, by the way, when she was telling Jamie all her story about like she's from the future and stuff, at first I was like, okay, he's looking at her like she's crazy, but then I was like, is he from the future? Because the way he like was acting, like his facial expressions were insane, and I kept watching. I'm not sure if I ever mentioned that in my previous reaction, but like his facial expressions were like, wait, I'm from the future. Like, I don't know. That's what it was giving. Anyways, I'm ready to jump into I'm done with that little intro. I'm ready to jump into this episode. So guys, are you guys ready? Buckle up! Without further ado, let's jump into Outlander and find out exactly what the show has got to give. Give me a song of a lass that is gone.
Oh no, airplane wings are stationary. They don't fly.
How high can you fly?
Well, I don't know exactly. Thousands of feet in the air, certainly. I mean, everything you can see on the ground, it just falls away until it disappears.
Claire, I don't know what you're talking about. This horse, I have said it in almost every reaction. These horses, I need to look them up. There's this horse that's huge, and I think it's this particular horse because the way it looks and its hooves are a certain way. I think the hair comes all like around the hooves. And when I looked it up previously, I don't even know where I saw these horses before, but I looked it up previously and I think they said they originated in Scotland. And I wonder if it's this particular horse. I can't remember what it was, but I'm gonna see by my outro if I remember to look it up and find out what horse this is. And if I do forget, I'm sure you guys know. I'm sure some of you guys have this horse. Shout out to y'all. I don't know why I did this. I really want to ride a horse. Okay.
I'm 27.
Oh.
That's a lie.
I always thought you were about my age. Shoshin. There it is. Lallybroch.
Very quiet. Very remote. Very romantic.
It's like you always said it was.
Hey.
Alone? Deserted? Oh, sister.
Come.
Hey, Claire, how you doing, girl?
It's behind you now, Jamie.
There were rumors. Randall had got Jenny with a bastard child.
Oh. Ooh.
Would you rather go into the house and offer me better entertainment?
Hello. What's your name?
Jamie.
Jenny.
Oh, the child's name is Jamie too.
This is my wee Jamie. This is your Uncle McCree, the one you're named after.
Why would you name him after me? Do you not think I'd suffered enough for what I let happen that you must name Randall's bastard after me?
Randall's bastard. Jack Randall, you mean, the redcoat captain?
Now, let me tell you all something. You know I love Jamie. But as hard as I am with Claire, it's the same way I'm going to be with Jamie. Okay, Jamie's not from the future because he had to deal with this with his sister. I digress. Jamie, that child is innocent. That child had nothing to do with anything. I understand why Jamie's upset. I understand why he feels somewhat of why he feels the child is named after. Why? But did you think about what your sister has gone through? And she's about to tell him, I feel, that child is not his child. It's probably somebody else's. But still, what a way to introduce yourself to your uncle, to your nephew, by calling him a wee little bastard. This This is enough, Jamie, and we will not settle, and we will not stand for this. Leave the children alone.
I have a strong impression you're saying that I played the whore to Captain Randall.
And whose is this one? To have you ruin yourself for me was shame enough, but another one.
Jamie, perhaps we should all
Tell
go
that
inside.
trollop to keep her neb out of my business.
She's my wife, and you'll speak of her with respect.
Grab you by the bollocks to make you stand still and listen to me.
You're now trying to shame me in front of my own wife.
Well, if she's your wife, I imagine she's more familiar with your balls than I am. Don't test me, brother.
This child is the boy.
Mine.
And that one too.
We thought you were dead until we received your chest from Castle Leoch.
Apologize.
And this would be...
The trollop. Otherwise known as Claire Fraser.
Oh, that was kind of funny. You're still a trollop, though. Don't come for her.
Jenny, I'm...
A damned fool. And no a day wiser in 4 years.
Right. I'm on her side.
You drink whiskey?
I have been known to have a glass or two.
Yeah, girl, you are.
Today-
Oh, Lord.
Thank you, Ian. Cheers.
Sláinte.
Just get Claire a Brit of water, please. This lady is drunk in every episode. She's always drunk. Lord.
What happened with Randall? I want to know. I need to know.
Then I'll tell you. Once. And never again. After he failed you.
Take my hand. Take my hand.
I went with him into the house. He took me up the stairs. He was talking the whole way up, but I didn't hear a word he said. He led me into the bedroom.
And sniff me. He's crazy.
Come here.
Is he sniffing her? Is this what is going on here? This is very weird.
And then he stood there a minute, rubbing himself. I hadn't been with a man then, but I ken now that he was trying to make himself ready.
Was that a penis? Oh my god. Ew. Oh my god. Was that his? I'm about to scream. I'm about to scream and run outside. And then come back inside and continue to watch this.
Turn around.
Cause he can't get aroused? Or cause it's small?
It was the only thing that came to my mind to do. But he didn't like it when I laughed, and I could see that, so I laughed some more.
I said turn around. He's got his gun.
Wow, that's crazy.
When I woke up, he was gone. And that's the last I saw of Captain Randall.
She laughed at his penis.
You see, you were wrong, and I'm expecting an apology.
Well, have I not said as much?
No, you haven't. She's right. She deserves an apology.
This is between my brother and me.
Oh.
I was just suggesting that
Can I
he...
see you in private for a moment? I'm your husband. You mustn't embarrass me in front of my family and the servants.
You're doing a fine enough job of that yourself.
Now, you've a sharp tongue, Claire. I need you to trust me here. This is my family, my land.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the only time that I'm on Claire's side. Like Claire, keep speaking up, girl. Speak up, show up, and show out. Messy Claire, please enter the episode. Regular Claire, please leave the episode alone. And just Messy Claire, destroy Jamie because Jamie wants to be destroyed.
I'm not the meek and obedient type.
Don't think anyone would ever make that mistake, Sassenach. I don't think anyone would ever say the same of Colum's wife either.
Letitia.
She never crossed her husband's word in public.
Now, behind closed doors.
Let's just say my uncle dodged his share of crockery in his time.
Be careful, my lad. I have a much better throwing arm than the fair Letitia.
This is the last time I'm going to stop this for a while. But Jamie just wasted about 5 minutes trying to speak to Claire because Claire's not going to listen to him. She'll agree with him right now. Within 5 minutes, she's going to probably do something crazy again. Go ahead, Messy Claire.
So, whereabouts are you from, Claire?
Oxfordshire, originally. But I suppose this is now my home.
You're planning on staying then?
Aye.
What about the price in your head?
I'm expecting a pardon with the aid of the Duke of Sandringham.
Never thought you'd be so trusting of the English.
I like her.
Perhaps I could trouble you for some warm water to wash. And you mentioned a chest from New York?
It came from a woman called Mrs. Fitzgibbons. It's upstairs in the spare room.
Move our things to the north room.
No, I wouldn't dream of putting you out of your room.
Seeing as it's the Laird's room after all, I'll get the case.
You missed the whirlwind. They tore through here like dervishes. I'd barely turned my back, and they'd cleared away all of Jenny and Ian's things.
It's almost exactly how I remember it. And my father always had a book over there.
That wallpaper. Ooh, with the things on top.
And he used to keep his blade.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's Viking, I think.
Viking!
5-lobed pommel.
I told you. It was raised by an archaeologist. I recognized the patterns on the hilt.
I'd slip in when he was out at the fields. Just hold it for a few moments. Dream of the day it would be mine.
It is yours now, Jamie.
Ours.
Ours.
And my father. He built this place again. His blood and sweat are in this stone. And now his bones are as well. He buried him out in the graveyard. Next to my mother. My brother, Willie.
Oh, he had a brother, Willie.
When was the last time you saw your father?
It was at Fort William, a week after I'd been flogged the first time.
Jamie! Father, what are you doing here? Having a word with Captain Randall. Trying to see if we can get you out. I know you were flogged. I'll be all right. Captain Randall is waiting. No. This is my son. Have you no compassion? Remember to pray. And I'll stand by you no matter what happens. You're a braw lad, son.
You're a broad lad, son.
I just met your father. Was disappointed when I told him your charges are of such a serious nature that you cannot be bonded without a written clearance from the Duke of Argyll. Even if he does succeed in getting such a clearance, which I doubt, it would be impossible for him to make it back in time. So, it's a shame that you and I have got off to such a poor start.
Only a week before, he'd had me flogged near to death. Didn't understand, couldn't imagine what he was talking about now. Likes to play with his toys.
That's what it looks like.
But in the end, he was quite blunt about what he really wanted.
Which was what?
Me.
It's quite simple. Give over to me. Make free of your body, and there will be no second flogging.
What does that mean?
If not,
the first stripes were still raw on my back. I could scarce bear my shirt.
The first time I seen him in pants.
Every time of going through it all again, being bound, helpless, waiting for the next lash. I thought being buggered would be less painful.
Buggered?
It'd be over quicker, most likely. And he said I'd be set free the same day, so I considered it. I could still feel my father's kiss on my cheek and thought what he would think of me.
Not the buggery. He no give that a thought or care, but for giving in, for letting that man break me.
So I couldn't do it.
Was he saying...
I don't know what buggery is.
I don't know what give your body to... Well, that sounds kind of self-explanatory. Give your body to me. Does that mean that Mr. Black Jack Randall wanted to put his Randall inside of our Jamie? And if that is true, does everybody want Jamie? Because it's looking like yes. Also, it's just Black Randall is just like a really sick person. Because it seems like he just wanted to R-word everybody. If that's what buggery or buggered or give your body to me means. I don't know, y'all. This is a very deep episode dealing with like R-word and like sexual abuse victims. Because that's what happened with his sister. And I guess if buggery or whatever is Jamie, even that was also that. And you saw how close he was to him, but then he started poking him because he's a creep.
Let out a small sound and dropped like a rock. He didn't get up again.
Oh, he had a heart attack.
Didn't see him die. Didn't see him taken away. Didn't see him buried. Never even seen his grave.
Even if you had given in to Randall, do you really think it would have made any difference? I mean, don't you think he would have still had you dragged out into that yard and flogged you just for the sick pleasure it gave him?
How long does it take a person to dress? Supper's not going to keep.
I like her, Jenny. Oh, Lord, she's drinking again.
Have you ever run a house before? Then you'll have a lot to learn about keeping up a place like this.
Sounds quite challenging. I'm a quick study.
It's like when we collected the rents for the Mackenzies, but here the tenants come to us to pay.
We've had poor harvests 2 years running. We're piling debt upon debt.
Tomorrow will be a time for celebrating the Laird's return.
Sounds very public. Isn't that risky? At least until your pardon comes through.
Not a man, woman, or child would think about betraying Jamie to the Redcoats at any price.
We'll take a look at the ledgers after we've eaten.
Aye.
Thought you'd want to visit Father's grave?
Tomorrow.
If he were alive, he'd expect a visit this evening.
If he were alive, he'd expect me to go over the ledgers and prepare for quarter day.
Suit yourself, then.
I brought this small gift for you, my lady.
Oh, how lovely. Thank you. Looks delicious.
Those are pretty.
How are you? Here you go.
Lady, shall we get started? Aye.
Moving about loads, I say he. I think it's a boy.
You hear it, Joch?
So you think it's a boy?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Joch.
Duncan, this is but half of what you owe.
Apologies, but we lost one of our cows to sickness 2 months ago.
You can settle up next quarter when certain things will be better. But your father was a good man. Farmed this land when I was about a bairn. I'll not squeeze the last penny from you when times are hard.
That was my father's view. Mine as well.
They're ready and dead.
Who's next?
The lavender's great. I like to make an oil from it. It was on your wrist.
You put that back, you cheeky wee bastard!
Claire Fraser. Lallybroch Turok.
I can't find who you are. I told you there'd be none for you.
There are plenty of bannocks. Maybe I can take him off your hands for a few minutes.
What for?
So you can enjoy yourself without having to watch him. Join your friends.
Just don't be filling his head with any of that English claptrap.
Maybe we should go into the kitchen. Find you something to eat, okay?
Oh, look at those dogs.
His father's being very rough with him. Is your back sore?
Who did that?
Not for you to worry about. Mrs. Crook will get you a wee bite.
It's his father. I saw him beat him outside.
Now, I think that it's effed up what his father did. But you know, Messy Claire. Messy Claire is here. I really feel like somebody's going to be typing down below. Like, she's trying to help the kid. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm just saying, Messy Claire, we're having a celebration for Jamie. This is a different time, okay? This is a different time. Now, if I was Claire in this time, I probably would do the same thing. Because the way he was hitting that kid, and then as soon as I don't even know what made her look up his shirt, because he was not displaying any signs that his back was hurting, but she did. She's a nurse, so she saw that. So I agree of everything that's happening. It's just, you know, the time is different, but Jamie's probably about to go do something, and our celebration is going to be over.
Shouldn't we do something about it? Jamie.
It's a different, oh my God. Now she's gonna be mad at him.
I've seen elephants sit down with less impact. Where have you been?
Out. We were nab. I had to reason with him, but in the end I had to show him the difference between abuse and discipline, huh? With these, he'll have to answer to Lallybroch, huh? That's me, huh?
Jamie, you reek.
You've actually seen an elephant?
Yes.
Red one too.
So tell me all about it.
Oh my god, that's so funny. This whole scene was actually not only very cute, makes Claire more likable, and then you get to see the relationship in a different aspect where it's not so combative, and they're just fun. They're just having fun. It was a very cute scene, and it made me gag. I'm gagging right now. Gag.
Ian tells me you didn't collect the rents yesterday.
Been a hard year, as you said yourself.
How easy do you suppose your tenants will be when the whole estate goes under because we can't make ends meet?
Perhaps we should postpone this till he's feeling a little...
And you've saddled us with another mouth to feed. Rabbi McNabb, his father threw him out thanks to you.
Jenny, he was only trying to help the boy out.
Do you think life just started when the two of you walked through that door? Do you think that's how father would have handled things?
I am the laird of this estate now, and I do not need to discuss the running of it with my sister.
Begging your pardon. Lallybroch Tura.
I like the sister.
His bread tastes like it was made with pebbles.
We had to grind the flour by hand.
What's being done about it?
Had me send for Davy McAndrews to fix the mill.
I'll deal with it myself.
There must be something stuck under the sluice. I'm gonna have to go down, see if I can pry it loose.
What? Shouldn't be chasing around in your condition. There was no need for you to come after us.
Hi, there was. Keep silent. We don't want them to know you're English.
If you're stopping for a bag of meal, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. The mill wheel's no working just now.
You should call your master back. He shouldn't meddle in things he doesn't understand.
Oh, you've no cause for worry, Mrs. Corporal's father has a wheat mill in Hampshire.
Don't help for it. I have to go under and see what's holding it.
Look at that! Wonder what was stuck in it. Hey, how on earth did that get stuck into the mill, ladies?
Thank you kindly, sir.
Here!
What the hell were you doing, you muckle great sump? Have you not grown up a bit?
She's bad.
I heard about the Red Coat Patrol. She was just trying to warn you.
I would love him forever.
Jenny's up with the lark. But I've always been an owl myself. Any time one was found with a lame leg or a broken wing, she'd have it healed and eaten from her hand.
I'm surprised she has a gentle side.
No, of course not. Perhaps a little.
She's a Fraser. Their hearts are as big and soft as their heads are thick and strong.
Jenny, who took care of me after I returned from France with a stump of wood.
Jamie told me you lost it while the both of you were fighting in France.
It doesn't slow me down much.
Have you tried Gelder Rose? A water pepper? I'd be happy to make some for you.
Thank you. Amy said you were a healer. You've seen mangled men before.
Yes, many, unfortunately.
No, Jamie hadn't. He brought me back to Scotland and Jenny made me whole again.
Is that why you married her?
You think I had any choice in the matter? It ended with her kissing me and saying, "Fine, we'll be married on St. Martin's Day."
An extraordinary woman, isn't she?
Aye. I mean, she's not been an outright stubborn-headed pain in the arse mule, Razors. Once they've dug their heels in, there's no budging them. And you don't want to get between them when their danders are up. I mean, they might move, or you might get bit for your trouble.
And then what?
Kick them harder.
Yeah. Good. Now I have your attention. I did not marry the Laird of Lallybroch. I married Jamie, but I haven't seen much of him since we walked through the gates of this place.
That's who I am.
I am speaking, and you can talk when I'm finished. Trying to be someone you're not. And in the process, you're wrecking the family that you do have left. And if you're not careful, you're going to lose them too.
I have a question. What has he really done? I'm sure you guys got to comment down below a whole list. He came here, he partied, because he hasn't been here in, how many years? He said 4, I think they said. If it wasn't 4, it's a nice number. He did act crazy with his sister by accusing her of having, that whole scene was insane. Then he was being Jamie, which is overly nice, and not taking money for the people who are poor. He's giving them a chance to regain their wealth before taking their money, although it's hurting him. which that's a completely Jamie type of thing to do. He went and fixed the mill while avoiding the redcoats and then giving us body, face, side of a penis, and booty, which is a Jamie thing to do. We talked about celebration. What has he done that's not Jamie? I don't know. He's arguing with his sister, but we don't know, and she doesn't know, was that the relationship previously where they went back and forth, and Jenny's husband just told us that Frasers are like that. They're warm, they're welcoming, but they're, a little fierce. So I'm trying to figure out what Jamie is doing differently than what we've seen previously. And then he went and fought that man, really because Claire told him we should do something and was kind of, I feel, ante him up, pushing the buttons. I don't know. I'm lost. I'm sure somebody disagrees.
Gave me a start.
Thought it was a ghost for a minute, did you?
Jamie,
I...
That's the rent from the tenants. Perhaps I could speak to Rabi's aunt for me, so.
Even if she had taken him in, I don't think it would have lasted. This is a better place for him. Father would have thought so too.
I was wrong not to consult you, and I'm sorry for it. Hope to do it different in future.
I'm the one who's wronged you, and I'm so ashamed. Ever since Father died, a small, dark part of me has blamed you for his death. Then out at the mill pond, when I saw the scars on your back, scars made by a lash laid down with such fury.
Don't fuss yourself about it anymore.
It was me, it's my fault that Randall beat you so.
You don't ken what you're saying.
But I do. I hadn't mocked him that way. If I'd given him what he wanted, he wouldn't have treated you like he did, and then Father.
I know. I did anger Randall at Fort William. I've spent the past 4 years of my life blaming myself for Father's death because of it.
But now you know better.
Aye, I do. The only one responsible for putting Father in his grave is Jack Randall. I would have gladly died to spare you.
And if your life is a suitable exchange for my honor, tell me why my honor's not a suitable exchange for your life. Or are you telling me that I may not love you as much as you love me? Because if you are, Jamie Fraser, I'll tell you right now, it's not true. Welcome home, Lallybroch.
Oh, that's so touching.
You said Broch Turek means north-facing tower. Well, it's round. It doesn't have a face.
Yeah, the door faces north.
I'm beginning to feel like I actually belong here.
I wake up every day and I find that I love you more than I did the day before.
We're gonna close with them having sex. God, I'm not in the mood. Does she have both rings on?
Keep calm now, lad.
What right did you come into this house without...
I've heard enough from the likes of you.
Will you stay silent as a lamb, my friend? Or this lovely lass is going to be scrubbing your brains off the floor.
Well. I love that episode. It was a very good episode. I know that they gave us a cliffhanger, but I was like already like... The episode ended on such a positive note, and then at the cliffhanger, I saw these bunch of people, and I was like, they'll be fine. I don't know who they are. They clearly have a problem with Jamie. Everybody has a problem with Jamie. They're so jealous of my man. All these men from England to Scotland to France to Italy to every other place in the world, they're jealous of my man, and it's fine. We shall overcome. This episode 2, I think that I'm coming to the realization that I'm going to like Claire. You remember the last episode? I'm pretty sure I said I didn't like her. I think that what's going to happen throughout this whole time of me watching this show is I like Claire as the character, but I'm going to have moments where I'm going to go off. And I just hope that you guys are prepared. I do know that the Claire fans, they're very strong here. So shout out to the Claire fans, but I'm going to probably rip her apart verbally with my tongue. Yeah, so I think that's what's going to happen, because there's moments in here, like this episode, I agree with her, I just disagreed. And when I say, sometimes I keep going, oh, it's the time, Claire, this time, because I don't want anything to happen to this character. I don't want somebody to knock her upside the head. I don't want them to throw her down. I don't want them to R-word her. I don't want them to throw her into the lake near the mill and have her shirt go up and down. I don't want things like that to happen for the character. I want the best for the character, but I do know she has to be that type of character to continue on different storylines, to get us into some mess. Messy Claire was here a little bit, but overall, Claire, regular Claire, she was here, which was good to have. You need that balance with that particular character, because if she was Messy Claire all the time, I would literally hate her. And the last episode, I was like, oh God, girl. So this episode when she was standing up for the little children, we love children around here. Children are our future. Can you build a snowman? But yeah, so I liked that she did that, but I didn't like that she keeps forgetting that she's in a different time, because what happens if that guy did something? And also she's English in a place where the Scottish don't even like the English, and she keeps forgetting that particular thing as well. She doesn't hear her accent clearly. So we have that little small element. And then also, if Claire was like a legit good fighter, then I would be like a little bit less worried, but she's not compared to these grown Borlick ass men, okay? It's just what it is. It is what it is. So she has to be a little bit more, she's not going to be. So F my advice, she's not going to do it. Fine, got it. My favorite character of this whole episode though, besides Jamie, and besides the greatest part of this episode was Jamie naked. We got to see his body. Although his back is messed up, he has a very nice butt. He has a very nice, all of this. By the way, I'm quoting it. I have been doing very good. Very good. But in a month, I'm telling you, you're gonna see my bosom sit up here. My arms are gonna be a little Borlick. I'm gonna give you guys body. So get ready. So anywho, yeah, here we saw Jamie and we saw a side of his, Jamie is was that guy, my ADD is acting up. Was that guy, Blackjack Randall, was that his real penis? I just want everybody to really understand something about me. Actually, I don't want to go there because this has to go on YouTube, and I don't really know how that's going to happen. Clearly you guys know I'm gay. I'm gonna say it anyways. You guys know I'm gay, but some things about a man's body I'm not all for. And yes, I am gay, very gay, but that scene and him just doing, that was one of the biggest turnoffs I have ever seen in my whole entire, like I am still, like I don't want to eat a piece of potato bread. I don't want to eat a hot dog. I don't want to eat one of them small little pigs in a blanket. I don't want to eat nada. Like I'm always about eating. I'm always about putting things in my mouth. Right now, if it's not a liquid, I don't want it in there. I'm just like, that image. And I had to put this thing together and I eventually had to edit it. Anyways, and then I'm like, oh, but Jamie's perfect. But that shit was, oh my God, I could not. If that was in my face. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me move right along. This is a very good episode. A very good episode. Jenny is my favorite character. I don't know if I just said that, but Jenny is my favorite character. I love Jenny. I love Jenny. She's like a mix of Jamie and Claire, but put together. I love her. I think she could do no wrong. Hopefully she doesn't do no wrong. And if Claire ever knuck and bucks to her, I'm letting the Claire fans know now. Currently, where we're at that deals with Jenny, I will read Claire for filth. I'm just being a blunt reactor. You guys know who I am by now. I really appreciate her. And then when she saw her brother's back, all the things that she's been through, it is heartbreaking. And then I love their relationship, Jamie and Jenny's. I love it. It reminds me of me and my sister. My sister and I are super close. We've always been very close. And we have that type of relationship. And we both, my sister and I both have, in particular, came from some real tough times. And we both lost our father. So, in that scene at the cemetery, I'm telling you, a lot of things were hitting me. And then I will watch a show and then think about my current, like what has happened in my life. It would be like a flash where I just start thinking about what I went through and look at the characters and what they went through, and I see the similarities, and then sometimes it's very hard for me to contain myself, and you'll see me just randomly start crying, and people will be like, wait, this is actually a good scene. There's two lovely, very happy white people galloping through a sunflowered valley, but I'm over here just tears because I'll be thinking about sunflowers and how I used to eat sunflower seeds with my family. Like everything will go back somewhere else. Regardless, I really did enjoy Jenny as a character, and I love her husband too. Her husband and his one leg. He is, so I think every character I've seen so far with one legs on different shows, I'm just like all for. So shout out to the one-legged people. You people are amazing. What else do I want to say? I don't know what else I love this little town, village, whatever we're at, Lallybroch. I even like the name, Lallybroch. I love that too. Everything about this particular episode I enjoyed. I really don't care about the people at the end because I know my man Jamie is gonna be fine. We're gonna figure it out. And then to see that Jamie had a Viking sword in his bedroom. Do you guys know who I am? By the way, if you don't know, a lot of people are like, oh, Viking show is so amazing. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's actually like one of the best shows ever. And I reacted on it on my platform. Check out my playlist, people on YouTube, and check out my Vikings reaction. I'm telling you, you want to see me cry? Watch Vikings. I'm telling you, I think I cried like, I think I cried more often than not with that show. I love Vikings. So, my obsession and getting into the lore of Vikings and kind of like looking into their history became from that particular show. And then I tried to watch Valhalla, which was like a Vikings spin-off thing, but I just could never get into it. I don't know why. I tried so hard. And I wish there was more Viking type shows out there, but there isn't. Why am I getting on Vikings when we're dealing with Outlanders? I don't know. Anyways, or Outlander, I should say. This is a very good episode, 10 out of 10. Love it, love, 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 love. I want more. Thank you guys so much for being here. Comment down below. And until next time, I'm off this.